改善西部的生态环境，这样就是西部地区具有一个非常好的、美丽的生态环境和吸引外国投资的一个好的环境。
Actually, I want to mention two main contents or two major aspects concerning the development of China's West. The first aspect is concerning the building of infrastructure facilities in that part of the country, because we all know that China's West has a very large size in terms of territory. However, the transportation facilities there are not that convenient. So first of all, it is necessary for us to build up there all the infrastructure facilities. And now the state has decided to concentrate much of the state investment into the building of infrastructure in that part of our country. For instance, recently we have announced our decision to proceed with the project of transmitting all the natural gas from China's west part to the east part. To be more specific, we have actually discovered a very rich natural gas reserve in the Tarim Basin in the Xinjiang Autonomous Region. Therefore, we intend to build a natural gas pipeline which will run for 4,200 kilograms and which will pass through the 8 provinces and municipalities, and it will link the Xinjiang Autonomous Region in the west to Shanghai's natural gas pipeline. We expect that all the energy structure and all the industrial mix along the pipeline will be significantly changed. And therefore, we do need and we do expect a lot of financial input into this building of the pipeline. And therefore, we would like to welcome both domestic and international investments to go and flow into that project. Particularly, we would like to welcome overseas investment, which we hope will participate in the building of this project. As for the overseas investors, you can bring your money there, and you can also take some controlling shares on the related projects concerning the building of this pipeline. And I'm confident that this project will achieve a high efficiency and also generate a high return rate. And the second aspect I want to mention concerning developing of China's West is about the improvement of the ecological environment in that part of the country. Because you all know that now China has already solved its food problem in that we now have an oversupply of grain. So we have some grain reserves in our storage. For in the past, we were suffering from the question of the shortage of food. Therefore, we have to make sure that we use as much possible of the land to grow all the food and to grow all the grain. And now that we have this grain or food surplus, so we can provide the food and grain to the farmers for free, and we can try to help them to reconvert those farmland that they used in the past and to reconvert them back into forests, into grassland, and also into lakes. And by doing so, we hope that the ecological environment in China's West region can be improved. Therefore, we believe that by implementing this strategy of developing China's West, we will build a very beautiful ecological environment there, and we can also improve the infrastructure building in that part of the country. Thank you.
同时，为了加快西部地区的发展，我们将要实行跟东部地区相似的对外开放的优惠政策。我们欢迎外国的投资家、证券、银行、保险，你们都可以到西部去发展。何时见效呢？我想，基础设施建设现在已经在见效。中国人修铁路公路是拿手好戏，修这一条4200公里的这个管道，我认为分段施工2年就可以建成。至于说种树嘛，这个时间要长一点，但是我亲自考察过四川阿坝自治州地区的森林，8年到10年就可以长成森林。因此我认为西部地区的开发见效可能是很快的，但是当然这是一个非常艰巨的事业，不是一代人 能够完成的。西部地区的真正的开发，恐怕是1代人、2代人，甚至于几代人的事情。谢谢大家。
And also, in terms of accelerating the development of China's West, actually we will adopt the similar preferential policies in terms of opening that part of the country, namely in the West, as similar as those that we have already adopted in China's East area. For in this regard, we would like to welcome the participation by overseas investment, by overseas security companies, by the banking institutions, and also by overseas insurance companies. So all of your participation are welcome. As for when can actual results be seen in our efforts of developing China's West, actually, I think we are already seeing some effects and some results in building infrastructure facilities in China's West. Because the Chinese people, for instance, are very capable of building such projects as building railways and highways and expressways. So I believe that with regard of the building of the specific natural gas pipeline, which will run for 4,200 kilometers, actually we expect the project to be completed within 2 years, although the specific building may be divided into several different stages. As for the planting of trees, actually, that may take some time longer. However, actually, I also once paid an inspection tour to the Aba region in Sichuan province to see the situation of the growing of trees and forests. And I learned that it will usually take 8 to 10 years for the infant trees to grow up and form the forest. So I'm sure that all the effects will be seen very rapidly. And naturally, we are aware that this task of developing China's West will be a formidable task, and it may not be finished within the time of only 1 generation. On the contrary, we expect that this project will be finished and completed, requiring the efforts of 1 generation, 2 generations, and even several generations.
谢谢点评官，总理你好，我是香港凤凰卫视的吴晓丽。最近两岸的问题可以说是举世瞩目，尤其是在一个中国原则和台湾问题白皮书发表之后，在国际间以及在台湾都引起了很大的反响，各方有不同的解读，尤其是在3个如果这个问题上，对于各方不同的反应，不知道总理您的看法如何？另外，这份白皮书会是一个因应一时的一个暂时的策略，还会是一个中长期的一个